Hey everyone, welcome back to Dizola Designs. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a granny square. I want to put a big disclaimer here. This is how I make my granny squares. I make them a little bit different. Everyone has their own style of making their granny squares. And once you've been crocheting for over 20 years, you develop your own styles, your own habits. And this is just my way of making a granny square. Please, please, please don't comment and say you're doing it the wrong way. Everyone has their own style. This is my way of making a single color granny square. It's almost Christmas. I'm making a granny square sweater, full on colors. So I just wanted to show you guys how to make these like I make them. Okay, so what will you need? You will need whatever yarn you have available, any size yarn. What I want, actually I'm gonna use this, the Karen Simply Soft. What I want you to do is to look at the little instructions here, the gauge of the yarn. The manufacturer's recommendation is 5mm, so I have a 5mm hook that I'm going to use, and I also have a step below, which is a 4mm. Okay, if you just have whatever yarn and you don't know what the gauge is, just grab whatever. Just say if you're using a 6mm hook, grab a 5mm hook. If you're using a 5mm hook, also grab a 4mm hook. Okay, you will also need a pair of scissors because I'm going to show you how to tuck the ends in. I did not do that on these, but I will show you how to tuck the ends in. And you will also need scissors and a yarn needle. Okay, grab your ingredients and let's get started. Okay, everyone, so you're gonna grab the larger of the hook size. If you're using a 5mm and 4mm like I am, you're gonna grab your 5mm. If you're gonna use a 6mm and a 5mm, you wanna grab your 6mm, so on and so forth. We are going to start with a magic circle first and foremost. If this freaks you out, please don't let it. Practice makes better. Practice, 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 okay? So all you do is you take the yarn and in between your thumb and your first finger, and you cross over and under. You make an X, and you hold the yarn in between your ring and your pinky finger, okay? Take your yarn hook, put it right here underneath. I call it the northwest quadrant. Put the hook down, grab your yarn and twist. Okay, and then you hold this and you remove your fingers like so, and then you chain one, and that chain one immediately locks the magic circle on there. Okay, so with your loose strand, you can pull the circle a little bit to close it. Now, when you use a magic circle, you want to make sure you are crocheting over these two strands right here. If you do not crochet over these two strands, it will not be magical, unfortunately. The magic will be lost. So be sure to crochet over these two strands, okay? So we've already chained one. We're going to chain two more for a total of 3. Just like that. Then we're going to yarn over. We're going to put 2 more double crochets into the ring right here. So remember, insert your hook into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, double crochet 1, yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, double crochet 2. So we initially did the first chain 3, so the first chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So this is technically one group of double crochet. Okay, then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to put 3 more double crochets into this ring. Okay, so that is 1, 2, and 3 double crochets. Okay, it's okay if this gets larger. All you do is pull on the strand to make the circle a little bit smaller. You do not want to cinch it tight until you have your work done. Okay, so we'll just do this starting chain together. We'll do this foundation. We're going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to put 3 double crochets, and I'm going to go a little bit faster here. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And remember, you're chaining over these 2 strands of yarn. Okay, we're going to chain 3, and you see how it's kind of looking like a square almost. So this is our last group of 3 double crochets. So that is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then you're going to chain 3. And this is it. We are done crocheting into the magic circle. So before I close everything up, I always like to close a circle. And how do you close a circle? You take your loose strand and you hold it and you just pull it tight. Okay? And you want to tug on it a little bit like that, and just to make sure it's tight in there. And you see that? So we did the chain 3. Now we are going to slip stitch into the top of our first chain 3, which is right here. Tighten your yarn, and there you go. And you see how it is now the start of a little square. So let's continue on to round 2. Okay, everyone, so now if we were to be changing colors, we would tie off and everything and all of that stuff. Okay, since we're not tying off, again, this is how I make my granny squares. This is a different way, but I have found that this way works awesome. Okay, so I pulled up a loop, I put aside my 5mm hook, and I'm grabbing my 4mm hook. Okay, so there's 2 ways to do this. One way is to slip stitch over to the middle right here, this stitch right here, and then to start your chaining and then go that way. What I do, I turn it over. I know people are gasping right now. And I slip stitch back 1, and then I slip stitch back again 2. Why do I do this? It takes me to the middle of this chain 3 space. Okay, so then I pull up a loop, get my 5mm hook, put it on, tighten it up a little bit, and then you want to chain 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, this is the way I do it. This is my way. Turn it over to the right side facing. Okay, so we have, this is the 2 chains that we just did, and then I just did a chain 6 right here. So now in this same chain 3 space, we're going to put 3 double crochets. We're going to start making the actual square a little bit bigger. Okay, so now you want to yarn over, and we're going to put 3 double crochets in this space. Everyone's probably going, what? So that's 1. Trust me, it's the easiest way. 2. And 3, all in that same chain 3 space. And my yarn is grabbing my heart. Okay, so the initial chain 6 is right here. The chain 6 counts as 1 double crochet plus a chain 3. And we also did 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, in this same space. Okay, let's continue. We're going to chain 1. And then we're going to put 3 more double crochets into this chain 3 space. Normally you chain 2 or 3, I chain 1, or sometimes I don't chain at all. But this one we're going to chain 1. Now you chain 1, now we're going to put 3 double crochets into this space. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Scoot these over if you need to, and then you put 3 more double crochets in this chain 3 space. So that's 1, 2, 3, chain 1. We're going to work in this space now, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, because we're working in the corner space. Scoot these guys over, 3 more double crochets into the same corner space. 1, 2, and 3. See that? Chain 1. So now I'm going to leave you on your own. 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. And I will meet you, go ahead and do that, and I will meet you when you are done. Okay, everyone, you see how cute this is? Super, super cute. So now we just did the 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Okay, we're going to chain 1. And now this is where we began. This is the initial chain 6 right here. So we are going to put in this space right here, we're going to put 2 more double crochets. Okay, yarn over, insert your hook before this chain 6, so right in here, yarn over, double crochet, 1, just like that, and then we're going to put 1 more double crochet. Yarn over, double crochet 2. Wow. And then we're going to slip stitch to the 3rd chain, which is right here. Yarn over, pull through both loops, and that's that. So why do I do it this way? I love that the ends are nice and neat. Sometimes when you put the 2 or the 3 stitches in the spaces, the edges start getting like jumbled. I find, again, this is my way, that it makes a nice and neat edge. Okay, so here are your 4 corners, and then here's the chain 1 space. Okay, so now we are going to continue Now you can use a smaller hook, but for this I'm just going to use the larger, my larger hook here. We want to slip stitch 1 and slip stitch 2 to the middle right here. So this is our chain 3 space. We want to slip stitch to the second chain. Okay, and you know what? Okay, I will use a smaller hook. I'm using the smaller hook. So I'm going to slip stitch in here. 1, and then I'm going to slip stitch again. 2. So I'm right in the middle of this chain 3 space. Okay, so what am I going to do now? You're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then you're going to repeat what we did in the previous row. You're going to put 3 double crochets in this space right here. So that is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so again we have this chain 6 plus the 3 double crochets. I'm going to chain 1, and then we're going to be working right in this chain 1 space right here. So we're going to put 3 double crochets in that one. 1, 2, 3, sorry, the gardeners are outside. Then you're going to chain 1. You see that? And then we're going to work right here in this chain 3 space. What do? You put 3 double crochets inside the space. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, 2, and 3. In the corners, you always want to chain 3. Okay, just in the corners. So we did 3 double crochets. We did our chain 3. You can scoot these over. And we're going to do 3 more double crochets. That's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, you're going to chain 1, then you're going to put 3 more double crochets in this space. We'll do this together. 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to chain 1. Okay, so this is the pattern right here. You do a chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, we're in the corner space now, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Okay, so then you're going to chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Remember, we're in the corner. Chain 3, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so go ahead and repeat that pattern. You're going to chain 1, 3 double crochets in the chain 1 space, chain 1, and then in the corner you're going to chain 3. You're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Okay, so go ahead and finish that, and I will meet you right here after your 3 double crochets on the side. Okay, everyone, so you just put in a chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and 3 double crochets. Okay, so we're going to go right here back in this corner. We're going to do a chain 1, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets. Okay, chain 1, and then here is our initial chain 6. You're going to put in this space right here 1 double crochet and another double crochet right next to it. And then you're going to slip stitch to the 3rd chain, which is right here. Yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, so that is the basis for this granny square, and you can see how cute it is. We have the 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you want to, and this is just the repeat pattern, this is it. You slip stitch 2, chain 6, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1. Okay, so in every chain 1 space there should be 3 double crochets and a chain 1 on either side. In the corners, all you do is 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Okay, if you want to leave it, I love this. This is my favorite square size. You can make these as big as you want. This is what those 4 huge square the cocoon cardigans are made of. They're just 4 gigantic squares, and that's all you do. It's just chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1. Okay, so now what we are going to do, I get a lot of this, is how to fasten off. Okay, so, and how to tuck in the edges. I put a good strand out, cut the yarn. I still have the yarn on my hook. Pull through, fasten off. And that's it. Okay, if you want to do a really nice border around it, all you do is a single crochet border with the smaller size hook. It's not necessary though, not at all. Okay, I'm going to show you how to tuck your ends in now, because this is very, very important. And I will show you how to tuck your ends in without it ever coming out. Okay, you get your yarn needle, fold your yarn in half, pull it through the needle. And a lot of people, when they do the magic circle, they just cut it. I like to reinforce it a little bit just so I know for 100% certain this yarn will never come out. Okay, so I go through the loops in the back right here like this, and then this is completely extra. You absolutely do not have to do this, but I always go through like this and I tie a little knot like so, and then I go through the back loops one more time. And my thing is, you know, a lot of people on TikTok, it's like, oh, I finished this in X amount of time. When you crochet, I don't like to put time limits on myself unless you're like doing a commission or something, but this is your work. This is your art. So you definitely want to take the time to tuck in your ends and to do a nice finished job, because you don't ever want it to come out, right? You spend so much time on a sweater or a scarf or a hat or whatever you're making, you don't ever want it to come out. So take your time doing this. This is part of the whole process of crocheting, okay? So then on the end right here, pull your yarn through. I fold it in half and then I pull through. And this is on the back side again. This is the front side. This is the back side, okay? So I go through here. Here's a corner stitch. And you just pull it through like that. Go through another one. You can zigzag, you can do whatever you want. But since we worked these stitches in the corner, these double crochets, this is where I like to tie my yarn off. So I insert my hook through here. Ooh, what was that? That almost sounded like an earthquake. Like so. And then I come back through like this. Okay, you want to go back and forth 3 times. And then I go back through like this. And pull through, and then you take your scissors and cut right there. And there you go. It's nice and neat on the back, and it's gorgeous on the front. So that is how you make a granny square the Anne the Dazola Designs way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this is helpful. Please, please, please comment below and let me know what other granny squares you would like to see me do, okay? I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Stay safe, and we will talk to each other in the next video. Bye.